If you're not careful, the newspapers will have you hating the people who are being oppressed, that is the Kashmiris, and loving the people who are doing the oppressing, that is India. India has become a dangerous country for peaceful activists and journalists. India has been silencing all forms of criticism on mainstream media while manipulating social media outlets. India has undermined secular and democratic principles of its constitution. India is now breeding tyrannical and totalitarian oppression of not just its masses, but Kashmiris as well. More than 500 Kashmiri civilians have been massacred in 2018 alone, as all outcries have been shut down by India. Even the most renowned human rights organizations are now facing contempt from India for just trying to do their job.
We obviously, as we do around the world, support the right to freedom of expression and assembly, including through civil society. We've seen these reports that local police in Bangalore have initiated a preliminary investigation into allegations of sedition against Amnesty International. I direct you to the Bangalore police for more details into this investigation. But certainly we, as I said, respect the right for Amnesty and others to express themselves freely.
Religious fanaticism is being encouraged by Indian ministers using Bollywood and most Indian media outlets. Indian Muslims and Christians are both targets of hate crimes as fascism is aggravated by their government.
We're going to set up another checkpoint here to stop all trucks. For our country and for our religion, we will do anything. For cows, who are like mothers to us, we will not hesitate to kill or die for them. We were told that 3 or 4 vehicles are transporting cows or beef. We will not allow the killing of even one single cow.
In recent months, violence instigated by Hindu vigilantes has often resulted in public lynchings of Muslims in Uttar Pradesh, a state as populous as Brazil with its 200 million inhabitants.
They're afraid, and they know we won't let them pass if they come here. They know we will catch them, beat them, and set them right.
Often, the situation can become very tense.
Shots are sometimes fired, with bullets flying everywhere, sometimes right in front of the police.
The police is only a few meters away, but they appear unconcerned about this illegal checkpost. Tonight, these vigilantes fail in their mission. But often, assaults by them turn fatal, and now mere suspicion is enough to trigger an attack.
5 persons have been rounded up so far on charges of beating up 4 Dalit youths who skinned a dead cow in Gir Somnath district of Gujarat.
The primary targets are Dalits, sometimes called untouchables, the Christians, and especially the Muslim minority. Recently, 4 young Muslim siblings were stabbed on a train. One amongst them, 16-year-old Junaid, lost his life. Families here have no objection to him spreading propaganda in local schools.
You have no idea who the people around you really are. A member of your family, your tenant, your landlord, your neighbor, your friends, your fellow students. Who are they? They can be terrorists. They can be Muslim jihadists. And you do not know what they really think of you.
It's not the first time these children have heard such hate-filled messages.
We're afraid of the Muslims. They're strangers. Even our relatives do not allow us to hang out with them.
All Muslims are terrorists. I cannot be friends with a Muslim because they are anti-nationals. Vigilantes, these groups that go around punishing people for either transporting beef or eating beef, they are going around, they're not being punished by anyone.
No, there is no culprits are not culprits. You know, they can vanish and they don't have any trial or they are not punished for that. But victims are twofold victims, because after they were targeted, the discourse is that okay, we will check if they were actually carrying beef meat, which is not a way to take care of victims. And we should add that this violence regarding beef goes with a broader spectrum of nationalism, Hindu nationalism, because meanwhile you also have campaigns such as Garhwaspi, which is like a campaign to reconvert Muslims to Hinduism. You also have in some states the rewriting of historic books, textbooks, to try to erase any proof of the Mughal legacy in the Indian history. So it's not only this attack for the beef eaters, it's a more broad.
Before India becomes the next Nazi nightmare for the globe, it's about time the world steps forward to boycott and sanction India till it ends its martial law on freedom of speech, freedom of religion, and until it gives the Kashmiris their right of self-determination.